do another video, blackjack video for y'all again today for educational purposes. It's going to be on basic strategy. Now these are some examples of some of the most misplayed hands that an amateur player, due to any superstition or any reason, would make mistakes on. Take the soft 18. Most people stand on the soft 18 against the ace, the 10, or the 9. Well, the reason you can't do that is because most of the time you have to figure the dealer has a face card down. It wasn't that time, but 20 still beats 18. With the soft 18, you have a chance at bettering your hand. 18 just isn't going to do it. It's not a good enough hand. You're going to lose with it. You have a chance with the soft 18. If you do, you can pull several little cards. There's different configurations that come out. But by hitting the soft 18 until you get to 19 or better, or until you get to hard 17, playing this hand like that, you will win a couple more times than you would have by standing on it. It's called basic strategy. You can get the chart anywhere. You can get it offline. You can get them at casinos. You can get them out of books. This is one of the most misplayed hands you can have in blackjack. You have to hit your soft 18 against a 9, 10, or ace when most people would stand on it as superstition. Eights is another one. Most blackjack players look at it this way. They go, well, if I split the eights and I get two 18s most of the time does not beat the dealer when she has a strong up card. This is 100% true. 16, no matter what you do with it in blackjack, is lose a hand. You will lose 16 more than you win it, no matter what you do with it. But blackjack isn't just about making as much money as you can. I mean, it is. It's not about. It's about minimizing your losses and maximizing your wins. It's on both sides of the coin. The math of it says if you split your eights, you have greater odds starting two hands out with an 8 than you do playing one with a 16. So you split your eights. And let's think about what can happen. You can get two 18s, which is better than a 16. You can get a lot of combinations. You can get a 2 or 3, which gives you a really strong hand. There's a lot of combinations that can happen, okay? But the main idea is splitting these in the long run will give you a greater advantage than standing or hitting the 16 will. It's calling out. That's why we split the eights. Always. You split eights always. The 11, your double down hand. Most people go, well, what happens if I double down my 11 and I get a 13? You lost. The basic strategy says you double your 11 always, even against the ace. And the reason the computer simulation has played these hands so many thousands and thousands, they play them every way you can play them. And that's what the basic strategy chart was made off of. You have to double your 11. Yeah, you may pull a 13 and get beat. Or you may end up with a 17, or you could end up with 21. And by the way, when you double in a real casino, the dealer always turns the card sideways so the camera can see that the double down is what you did. But in the long run is what blackjack's about. It's not about what happens today or tomorrow. It's about what happens after playing perfect strategy and using your card counting and deviations over, say, 6 months period. Okay, you're going to take your losses in blackjack. Believe me, you will. You're not going to go win every time. But what you can do is if you play perfectly over a period of time, you progressively build your bankroll. That's how you beat blackjack. These are just some examples of the hands that are misplayed in blackjack. I told you the correct way to play them based off of the basic strategy chart. I got one more I want to go over with you. A pair of nines. Against the dealer's 9. Another one of the really misplayed hands that will absolutely hurt you in the long run. People look at it just like, kind of like with the soft 18. They go, whoa, 18 is a good hand. I got 18, that's good. 18 is not good. 18 is a losing hand. 18 does not beat 19. You have to assume that that down card is a 10. The proper move, if you split these 9s, let's look what can happen. 19. And this is a break-even hand. You're looking to push. You're looking to not lose when you have a chance at it, okay? You want to lose the least amount of break-even you didn't lose, okay? You did not, that's money that you did not lose that you would have by playing your hand correctly. You got 2 chances at getting 2 19s. You got 2 chances at getting 2 double down hands. By splitting them, there are way more combinations of cards that can help you get one hand to 19 so that you get a push. When 19 is still a push here, that's wrong. This is 18. 18 does not beat 19, okay? So what you're trying to do is get a push or a double down, which you get the double down and win it. You actually made money. What happens if you get something like this? A 17 and a 19. Well, instead of losing your hand, you won one and you lost one, you broke even. You didn't lose any money because you played this hand correctly. This is a break-even hand. That's what your goal is. That's why you have to split these 9s against a 9, against a 9. This is mathematically correct. It's been proven by computer simulations. I'm just going to tell y'all, I'm not here to tell y'all fake or make up lies. I just want to tell y'all what I've learned from my experience. Nothing I tell y'all will be a lie or fabricated. I'm going to tell you 100% the truth, what I have learned at the actual tables. And this is just a few of them. I mean, there's so many different combinations. That's why it's so important. You have to memorize the basic strategy chart. It is the hallmark of blackjack. If you do not know that chart, you do not have a chance. You have no business playing this game. You're going to do nothing but lose your money. I hope this video was educational for y'all, and I'll have more to follow.